Hey everyone. Uh, I've been noticing a trend in the coin bullion industry, and didn't notice it really until maybe a year or two ago. And I've been buying 90% silver and coins and whatnot for quite a while now. Normally, if any of you buy 90% silver, you probably buy it by the dollar. So you might buy, like, let's say a dealer will tell you they want so much per $1 face. And for that price, you'll get 10 dimes, 4 quarters, or two half dollars. Or maybe you get a half dollar and 2 quarters, or a half dollar and 5 dimes. At any rate, you will get $1 face value US, 90% silver for a certain amount of money. Maybe it's 23, 24, 25, whatever. It depends on the spot and the way the premium market's going. What I started noticing from some online sellers who are selling, and some online sellers and local people who do buying, is that there's been like a disparity between the prices that they're paying and selling 90% silver for. And basically, what they're doing is they have one price structure for dimes and quarters, and another one for half dollars. So, for example, they might be paying $18 face value for dimes or quarters, and then maybe $20 face value for half dollars. So, whereas before you were able to buy dimes, quarters, and half dollars for the same price, now they're paying you more for your half dollars. Same thing if you go buy them. There are some people who still sell them the same old way, and some people are selling the half dollars for more money. I was talking to my local coin shop dealer lately, and he was telling me recently he had some wholesalers reach out to him to ask him if he had any half dollars, and they were offering very, very good prices. I think he said they were offering him like 22 times face for half dollars. Only half dollars now. They didn't want the other stuff, and it was just kind of insane. I mean, right there they were offering $11. A week before, I had paid $8 because he sells them by the gram. So basically, my price is just normally slightly over what the melt is. So as I make this video today, the melt for 90% dimes is around $1.70, and I believe it's around $4.15 for quarters and $8.30 for half dollars. So, some of them are worn, kind of like the ones in front of you. So there's a little silver loss. So I'd actually pay a bit less for those than something that was, let's say, close to AU, or, like a very strong XF that still had most of its metal content in it. And that's something I've been hearing quite often. There are some dealers that I've seen online that have premium videos where they'll tell you what they're buying and selling 90% silver for. And I noticed there was this disparity. And at first, I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And then it seemed like it went away for a while, but now it kind of seems like it's creeping back in some cases. Now, like I said, I've noticed that, basically dimes, quarters, and half dollars go in lockstep, and it's the price per dollar. But notice something that doesn't hold for Morgan dollars. Ever notice that? Now, Morgan dollars are slightly different, weight wise and whatnot, but the the value of melt value, like I said, is about $1.70 for a dime, $4.15 for a quarter, and about $8.30 for a half dollar. At your local dealer, you might pay about that, maybe a little more than that, depending. But the premium you will pay on those three coins, assuming they're just regular run of the mill 90% jug silver, is a lot more than you'd pay for a lot less than the premium you will pay on a Morgan dollar. Even if it's one that has a pretty good amount of wear on it and is a very common date, there's a much higher premium on that Morgan dollar. Now that kind of makes me think maybe it's due um, to the fact that Morgan dollars kind of have their own market. They're pretty popular both amongst coin dealers and people who are into bullion. Although it's a pure bullion play, like I said, with that premium, it's probably not the best way if your goal is to accumulate a lot of weight. But I kind of wonder if maybe people are getting priced out of the Morgan and Peace dollar market, and that's driving them to maybe want to buy more half dollars. It's kind of like the next big thing, and that's maybe some putting some pressure on the premiums to rise. Just a little thinking on my part. Personally, when I buy 90% silver, first thing I ask my dealer for are 90% dimes. So I'm kind of going in the opposite direction. If I'm right about that, and that it's kind of some people are speculating, hoping that the premiums on halves will one day escalate, if not to what the Morgans are, higher than some of the other denominations. I tend to go for the dimes because I'm a huge fan of Mercury dimes. Absolutely hate Roosevelt dimes, but I thought Roosevelt sucked. But that's another story for another day. But I love Mercury dimes. And the other thing I kind of get surprised by is when I buy large bulks, lots of Mercury dimes, I often find Barber dimes in there. And one time I found a Panamanian coin. I forget the exact denomination, but it was a very cool silver Panamanian coin. And then just this past week, I found a 1906 silver half franc. Now the finest on that's about 0.83, about the size of a dime, maybe just ever so smaller. But it was a really cool find. I was really glad to find that. And then of course I found some beat up um, Barber dimes, and I check my book and I pop them in there when I get something new. And I guess right now I have about a quarter of the set, maybe a third, just through junk purchases. But that's really my thing. That's what I like to buy. But as for half dollars, I would say I probably buy those second most. But usually when I buy them, it's either to make a set, or to basically flip them. And that's something I'll do. Like in front of you, you might notice that they're kind of beaten up, but some of them are. I wouldn't say they're not better dates at all by any stretch. But they are dates like 1916, 17, 18, 19 that people kind of like, and they might pay an extra dollar or so. So sometimes I'll find these walking liberties that I can sell for maybe like $11 or $12 separately for people trying to fill a set. Well, maybe I just paid $8 for them. I'll make a couple of bucks on them. And I can buy more silver, preferably Mercury dimes, because I kind of hold on to a lot of the Mercuries. Some I sell. Kind of depends what I have and what I'm looking for. But quarters, I really don't buy quarters much because 64 quarters, you're basically getting all Washingtons. And while I do buy Washington quarters, I usually buy those BU. I usually don't buy the beaten up ones. I know it's strange. There's really no rhyme or reason to my thought processes on some of this stuff. Just kind of what I like, basically. And then sometimes I'm torn between what I like and what I can make a small profit to put back into the hobby. But I do want you guys just to kind of keep an eye open for the differentials in the half dollar prices. And if you are looking online for people who sell bulk silver, even if you don't want half dollars, it might be good if the person is selling them for the same price, whether it's dimes, quarters, or half dollars. Maybe you can pick up a couple at that equitable price if you can find them for that price, and hold on to them, and then find someone who's selling them at who's offering a premium for them. Because I mean, if you can do that, again, maybe you can make a few bucks, use that money, and you could pick up some coins basically kind of for free if you think about it, because you're not really putting much work into it. You're just kind of buying some coins, holding on to them for a little while, and then selling them to the right person. So it's a good way to help grow either your coin collection, your silver stack, something fun. And like I said, one of the things I do, because like I've also mentioned before, I started off as mainly a silver stacker. Now I'm almost exclusively, I would say, a coin guy. But although I do prefer silver coins, but it's also a good thing to kind of look for look for special dates, because I've done that. And about 2 weeks ago, I actually went through a whole bunch of coins. I found a 1921 Mercury dime, maybe in, I would say, good 6 condition. So that was a pretty nice find. I was excited to see that. I find some, 26S's, sometimes, nice condition, later teen Mercuries in 20. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity there for those of you who just like to enhance your collection or maybe make a little extra money to then, again, spend on your silver stack or to improve your personal collection. So just a few things I wanted to kind of put on the radar for you, but mainly, again, remember to check out those half dollars because I have a feeling that this trend is going to continue and it's going to become normal for the half dollars to sell for more than the other silver coins. Just a hunch on my part. But then again, what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. If you like this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you could share it with someone, that would be awesome. I'll talk to you later.